ask you, how are we doing on our New Year's resolutions? Dieting, exercising? God knows you haven't quit drinking. Well, I want you guys to know I'm doing the same three I've been doing the last few years. Lose more hair, gain more weight, and have less sex. I don't mean to brag, but so far I'm 3 for 3. Like Owen was talking about, bald. Yep, I spent $200 on Rogaine. Yeah, I'm still bald. Genius buddy of mine says, well, Ed, why don't you just shave it all off? That's what all the cool kids are doing. Shave it all off. Some guys look good with shaved heads. Cool, calm, confident. Me, looks like the doctor gave me 6 months to live. So then he says, well, Ed, why don't you just get a toupee? Really? So let me get this straight here, genius. You want me to leave work Friday, bald. And then show up Monday with a full head of fake hair. Like nobody's gonna notice. Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, Ed, new tie, new glasses, something different about you. But that's okay, ladies, because you know what they say, don't you? You know why men go bald? Is because we have such a high level of testosterone. Yeah. Which also means we make better lovers, we last longer, and yes, we got bigger equipment. Right. All right, maybe I made that last part up. Here's what gets me. My son and I go get a haircut together. They charge him $15. You know what they charge me? $15. That's like 87 cents a hair. So I'm over 50. It's made me realize a few things. I'm so old, I can remember when I could barely live without sex. Now, I can't live without my glasses. Made me realize I'm so old, I can remember when you could pick up the telephone and somebody could be on the other line because you had a party line. Now, I gotta pay $3.99 a minute for that option. Made me realize I'm so old, I can remember when I could tie my shoes and breathe at the same time. I'm getting old, I'm getting a little sick and tired of waiting in lines, like everybody else. I go to my local grocery store to pick up a few things, I get in line, and what happens every time? I get behind a dumbass that still writes a check. Seriously, a check? It's 2018, get a bank card. But the worst part isn't even that they're writing a check. No, the worst part is they're not going to know the date or what store they're in. Lady, it's Tuesday. You're in Walmart. Giddy up. And McDonald's. Seriously? 2 drive-thru lanes? Why? So you can go twice as slow? And dude that stands in line for 10 minutes. And then when you get to the counter, you still don't know what the hell you want? Come on, man. Burgers. Cheese. No cheese. It's not that hard, and you're not getting a salad. You know it, I know it, they know it. Getting a salad at McDonald's is kind of like going to the strip club to get a lap hug. All I'm saying is this, people, these places need to have a regular line, an express line, and a dumbass line. And if you gotta ask which line you belong in, yeah, you know. And it's amazing how time flies as you get older. And you really notice it with music. You know, when you're a teenager, early 20s, your music is hip, it's happening, it's contemporary. But you're going to school, you're dating, you're getting a job, you're hanging out, you're making friends, and then all of a sudden, your music isn't contemporary anymore. Now it's become classic. Now you have career, marriage, minivan, responsibilities, and your music isn't classic anymore. Now it's become oldies. What the hell happened, people? 1 minute I am driving to school my junior year in high school listening to my brand new 8-track of the Eagles, Hotel California. Life was good. I had hair. The next minute I am was sitting in my doctor's office filling out insurance forms waiting to get my prostate exam. And what do I hear overhead? The Eagles, Hotel California. Is this what they mean by the circle of life? And I gotta tell you, as I'm looking at that doctor putting those gloves on one finger at a time, I don't have a peaceful, easy feeling. Another thing about getting older, texting. Everybody's texting. I almost think most people would rather text than talk. But all the young people think they're really cool because they do the texting abbreviations. We do it too. A little bit of a different twist. For instance, TTYL. If you're under 40, it's talk to you later. If you're over 40, it's talk to you louder. LOL. Under 40, laugh out loud. Over 40, live it down Lipitor. BTW. Under 40, by the way. Over 40, bring the wheelchair. And sadly, at my age, the only way I need to know what the abbreviation for MILF stands for is when I'm talking about a meal I'd like to forget. I was in Lake Jackson, Florida last year and found out that they had spent $3.4 million on an underpass on I-95 for turtles. Because too many turtles were getting killed crossing the highway. Yeah. Listen, for $3.4 million, I will sit my fat ass on the side of the highway with a wagon to take the turtles across. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm a firm believer that if you are in your 80s, you shouldn't be allowed to buy in bulk. House, who I love dearly. They're in their 80s. They come home from the grocery store. I'm unloading the groceries, and I notice my mom buys a gallon jug container of olive oil for cooking. A gallon would last me my lifetime, people. So I get the groceries inside, and of course, some of the groceries stay upstairs, some of the groceries go downstairs. I get downstairs, it's like I'm at Sam's Club. Cake mixes, canned veggies, canned fruits, another gallon jug of olive oil, 3 24-roll packs of toilet paper. Folks, this is my inheritance tied up in inventory. I've had a number of jobs in my lifetime, some good, some bad, some what the hell was I thinking? My what the hell I was thinking job was I was a co-manager trainee with Speedway. I don't even know why I took that job. And let me tell you people, first of all, if you are counting out change to buy lottery tickets, it's time to call 1-800-I'm a loser. Or let me tell you about the guy that comes in about midnight to buy beer, all right? He goes to the cooler, gets the beer, brings it up to the counter, I ask him for his ID, he says, I forgot it. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but no ID means no beer. So he does this. Dude, everybody here knows me. Dude, who the hell is everybody? It's just you and me. But my favorite one is the guy that comes in and fills out an application. On the application, one of the questions, have you ever been in the hospital? Yes, no. If yes, why? This genius checks yes, writes in, just visiting. The sad part was they hired him. Oh my gosh. As I've gotten older, I have become a lot less patient with people. I'm sorry, okay? Little things have started to piss me off more and more the older I get. For instance, I'm sorry, but if your child has an iPad, an iPod, an Xbox, a Wii, a PlayStation, and ever utters the phrase, I'm bored, shut the hell up. If you are in a carryout at 9 a.m. in the morning wearing pajamas, buying beer, cigarettes, and lottery tickets, and you ask the cashier to give you some good lucky tickets, luck has passed you by. Shut the hell up. I have worked retail close to 30 years of my life. And the one thing I learned is this. If I ever owned a grocery store, I would want to own a TV and radio station also. And one way or another, we'd be talking about snow every single day of the year. Because when it comes to snow, you people are crazy. I don't care if they're talking 2 inches or 12 inches. How much bread and milk do you people need? I'm in a mire. Across the river in Maumee. January 4th, 2014. It's a Sunday morning, 6:15. I'm building a display in front of the store. They're calling for 8 to 12 inches of snow that day. A woman walks in the store and asks me, "Where are your shovels?" I point her in the right direction. 10 minutes later, she comes back bitching at me that we are out of shovels. First of all, I don't work here, I'm just a vendor. Second of all, maybe the problem isn't that they are out of shovels. Maybe the problem is it's January 4th. You live in the upper Midwest part of the country, Northwest Ohio, and today's the day you finally got your dumb, lazy ass out of bed and thought to yourself, you know what, I better go get me a shovel. Lady, shut the hell up. Have you seen where they developed these cars that will parallel park for you? You just pull up to the spot, push the button, parks the car for you. Guys, back me up on this. I don't need that option. I already have it. My wife. You're never going to get that spot. There's no way you can get in between them two cars. Why can't you park in the parking garage so I don't have to walk so far? I knew I should have married your brother. I don't even have a brother. Listen, car company geniuses, you want to help us regular guys out? Here's a thought. Develop a car that will drive us home from the bar after 10 beers. I'll even pay the extra $500 for the option. It would get me a blowjob every once in a while. I had a buddy of mine the other day that told me something. He said, at my age, I would rather take a nap than have sex. Really? Who are you? But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know what, he's got a point. I don't have to get my pillows drunk first to sleep with me. And I hate to admit this, ladies, but when I want a nap, I got no problem getting a nap. But I also want you to understand, I can turn a nap into an all-nighter. There's a website, and I don't know, I think it's called, I don't know if you've ever seen this or not, but it's called WTF Sex Facts. I don't know if they're real facts or not, but I thought this was kind of interesting. It said the average American male has sex 119 times a year. That's average? That's just showing off. I've been married 30 years, I don't think I've had sex 119 times. Are they counting the times these guys are alone? More importantly, you think their wives don't. My wife and I had an argument the other day. Nothing serious, nothing big, a typical married couple argument, okay? But before she stormed out of the room, she said this to me. She said, I just want you to know, we've been married so long, when I cross the street, I don't even look both ways anymore. Guys, just so you know, the proper response to that is not. Like I said, I've been married over 30 years. I think I know less about women now than I did 30 years ago. But here's the thing. You don't understand us either, ladies. Okay? I've seen the headlines on magazines you read. How to get a man. How to keep a man. What's your man thinking? 9 things your naked man wants. Really? What are the other 8? And here's the thing. Here's the thing, ladies. You are complex. We are simple. But I'm here to help. I'm here to help with Ed's basic guide rules. Like rule number 1. If you want us to do something, we'll do it. Eventually. Now, if you're going to tell us how to do it, just do it yourself. Rule number 2, whether you like it or not, yes and no are acceptable answers to any question. Rule number 3, if you want pizza for supper or for dinner, tell us. If not, don't get pissed off when we're eating Chinese. Rule number 4, ladies, we really don't care about your hair, your shoes, or your fingernails. If you're happy, we're happy. We're just glad you're going out with us. And rule number 5, ladies, if you look at your man at night and you ask him what he's thinking, you are going to get one of 2 answers. Nothing or I don't know. Because we have spent 95% of our adult lives thinking about 4 things. Beer, sex, TV, sports. Just pick one. And I'll even let you know on the 5 things your man is never thinking. Your man is never thinking, you know, this Monday night game is kind of boring. Can we just turn on Dancing with the Stars? Your man is never thinking, yes, I will read the instructions first. Your man is never thinking, no, I will not have another beer. That leads to bad decisions. Your man is never thinking, I hope they make some more Twilight movies. And your man is never thinking, I hope when my wife comes home tonight, she doesn't want to have sex again. That would be twice this month. Can't we just cuddle? I don't know if you can tell or not, but I could stand to lose a pound or 2. Thank you. Usually I get one smart ass in the show that yells out, how about 50 fat ass? I don't exercise, okay? In fact, if you happen to see me after the show running, jogging, or walking fast, stop! Because somebody's chasing me. My idea of aerobics is eating and driving at the same time. I'm at a gas station the other day, in line behind 2 women getting gas, getting a pop. I hear one woman say to the other, I'm really hungry today. I forgot to eat yesterday. Seriously? You forgot to eat the whole damn day? I have forgotten a lot of things in my lifetime. Obviously, forgetting to eat ain't one of them. In fact, I got a better chance leaving the house without pants on than forgetting to eat. And I know because I've done it, but guess what? I was full. I'm sure you've all heard the old saying, diamonds are a girl's best friend, and dogs are man's best friend. How do we end up with dogs? But I'm going to tell you why it works. Dogs don't care about any other dog you've ever had before in your lifetime. Dogs like a little rough play once in a while, don't they? In fact, they get pretty excited when you bring out a leash. To make a dog happy, you pet it, you feed it, you walk it. To make a woman happy, I don't know. And when your dog becomes old and feeble and can't control his bodily functions, well, sadly, you can put him to sleep. When your wife gets that way, that's a great time to start doing stand-up. And if by some chance you should happen to leave your dog outside overnight, when you go let him in the next morning, he will be damn happy to see you. Damn happy. So happy, I will guarantee you he will jump in your lap and lick you all over. Now, you accidentally happen to lock your wife outside of that. she's not gonna be real happy. And trust me guys, you're not getting licked for a long All right, listen, I'll get out of here with this, but give yourselves a nice round of applause for coming out on a Tuesday night. One of the other things I've learned as I've gotten older is this. Sex is everywhere. Wherever you look is sex, sex, sex. But you find it in the most unique places. For instance, city names like Big Ball Lick, Kentucky, Spread Eagle, Wisconsin, Pussy Creek, Ohio, Climax, Michigan. Or how about sports? Sport terminology, like in golf. Hey, can we play the backside again? May I join his threesome? That is quite a head on that shaft. How about baseball? High and tight, long relief, hit and run. Basketball. Big bodies banging down low, taking it to the hole, going back door. Football. Go long, go deep, lay the wood. And even the fast food industry has jumped on this bandwagon. And if you don't believe me, look at some of the items on menus around the country. The Black Angus, the Pork Cuban, In-N-Out Burger, Slurpee, Big Golf, Supersize, Steak and Shake, Kung Pao, the Baconator, the Whopper, the Double Meat Whopper, the Triple Meat Whopper, Decadent Daddy, Two-Handed Monster, Hot and Juicy, Hot and Ready, Big and Tasty, 3-Meat Trio, 6-inch Meatball, the Light Spicy Italian Footlong, the Big King, the Big Boy, the Big Mac. But my personal favorite is the bone-in pork butt pulled pork sandwich, smothered, slathered, bathed in special sauce. Folks, I just got one question. Are we hungry or are we all just horny? My name's Bartko. Thank you very much.